Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Hari Om. 15th chapter, which we have to see now, today. And this is also the chapter for our Geeta chanting competition. 15th chapter, that is during our centenary celebrations. And also our parents group are going to speak, not parents group, study group members. Correct? Study group members are going to speak on this chapter this year. Okay, let's see now, what is this? It says, seek the highest and get insulated from the tragedies of life. Do you know what an eagle does? When there are a lot of clouds and weather is not good, it will simply go high above the clouds. And from there, when clouds and weather is clear, then it will again swoop down or come down, fly down. Whenever there is a weather disturbances, it just is higher and higher, goes up and up, so that it is unaffected by the clouds, the weather, turbulences, winds, etc. Similarly, in the 15th chapter, Lord Krishna tells to us that seek something highest, so that you don't have to worry and all the tragedies, etc. will go. What is it now? The beginning, in this chapter, that is in 15th chapter Bhagavad Gita, the whole creation, whatever is creation, is depicted as an inverted tree. Right? Like inverted tree. Whole creation is like inverted tree. Roots are above, branches are below. And one more, roots are above, branches are, they spread downwards, and the branches again go up also. So big city, it goes up and covers the roots again. It's like this. The shakhas, the branches have come down. Some of the branches again they go up and cover the root, for example. So root is never seen. It's all jumbled up. So many branches, upward and downward. And in this chapter, the relationship between the tree of life, that is samsara vriksha, plus its substratum. What is it on which that, like for example, what is the relationship between a dancer and the stage? Dancer is not the stage and stage is not the dancer. Number one. Dancer is dancing but stage doesn't dance. Is it not? Dancer is dancing, stage never moves. But without the stage, support is not given, so dancer cannot dance. But the stage is not attached to dancer. If dancer comes and goes also, stage doesn't cry. Oh, nobody is dancing on me. Stage is always there. Somebody comes, it's fine. Doesn't come, fine. Similarly, the entire tree, the tree of life, all its, and how it is related to the infinity substratum. Infinite substratum is pure consciousness alone, God alone, Lord alone, infinite Lord. So on that, every dance is taking place. So inverted tree it is in this chapter. Let us see now. Chant mantra, sloka after me. Urdhva moola madhashakham Ashvattam prahuravyayam Chandamsi yasya parnani Yastam veda savedavit. The fonts are changed here in this laptop. So that's why it is all jumbled up. Fonts are not here, I think, my fonts. Anyway, repeat after me. Urdhva Moolamadash-shakham Ashwatham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedavit. Lord says, Bhagavan Krishna, first sloka, he said they. They means wise people. Wise people speak of this people tree. People tree is like, it is called Ficus religiosa, medical, botanical name. So is indestructible people tree. Very interesting. This is a first concept, if you understand, very good. This is something tree, whole creation, roots are above, branches are down, okay? And this people tree is inverted tree, right? And this tree is indestructible. Oh my God. Meaning what? It is eternal. The trees kept on changing. Sometime it withdraws, sometime it comes out, but completely it won't be destroyed. It continues to exist in this creation. It is called Pravaha Satyam, like river. River is there, but every moment it is changing, is it not? So that's why it is said, same river you cannot take bath twice. Think. Once you take dip, the river is changed. So, but river is there, name is there, the form is there, but water is changing. Similarly, this entire tree of life. So, whose leaves are Vedas, and he who knows it is a Veda knower, Vedavit. He becomes the knower of Veda. The one who knows this Ruksha. What is this tree you are talking about? Let us see now, analyze. So, description of the tree of life. The entire samsara. Here, very interesting, the tree name is Ashwatha. Ashwatha is people tree. Other meaning of Ashwatha, Shwa means tomorrow. Ashwatha means Ashwa, that which doesn't remain same tomorrow, the next day. So much changing, Vapre. You are changing, everything is changing. Actually, you are not what your body was yesterday, today is changed. Think. Everything is constantly changing in this. So it doesn't remain same tomorrow. Next day it is completely changed. Therefore this tree is called Ashwatha Vriksha. It doesn't remain, it is not constant, constantly changing. Number one. Number two, so the world of constant change is called Ashwatha. Everything is changing. Good also goes away, bad also goes away. Nothing remains. Everything will be wiped out. Generations after generation have vacated. They came, they played, they vacated. New world. So many changes are happening in the entire creation. Nothing is permanent. Everything is constantly changing. See? This constant change that we see in the creation, this itself is Ashwatha Vriksha, meaning nothing is permanent. If you understood nothing is permanent, you should not cry for anything. Good comes, don't be so much happy because it will also go away. Bad comes, don't cry because it will also go away. So if you understand this, Mahatmas know, so they keep quiet. Very beautiful thing. So, the tree is relatively eternal. It exists for long time. That is incalculably long time. It exists, but constantly changing. Like river exists, but constantly changing. Sometimes less water, sometimes more water, but river is there. And for this vriksha, tree means lot of leaves should be there, no leaves. What are the leaves here? Vedas. Now, Veda means knowledge. Now let us see what Puja Gurudev so beautifully said about these leaves. Gurudev said, Chandamsi Yasya Parinani. Don't look at the fonts, they are changed. So that is all not correct, proper typing mistake ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं उधर में, सब ठीक है, but fonts are not there. Chandansi yasya parnani. Vedas are leaves. How come? Veda means what? Knowledge. Right? Knowledge is leaves of life, of tree, your own tree. You can take creation also, you can take your own tree. What does it mean? What is knowledge? Knowledge creates dynamism. Is it not? Think about it. If you have knowledge of how to browse, you become dynamic or not? Yes or no? घर पे दादी को सिखा दो फेसबुक, she will never come out of the Facebook now. इसलिए सबको सिखाना नहीं चाहिए. मेरे पास भी आके बोलते हैं, स्वामी जी आपको आते हैं? मुझे नहीं है, आई डोंट नो एनीथिंग, प्लीज डोंट, बिकॉज यू नो दे फॉरगेट यू. Once you know the knowledge of browsing, you are destroyed. If you know how to log on to various sites, various things, I tell you, somebody was telling, every day morning, earlier, what is that? We were told in Balvihar, बचपन में, we were told, सुबह उठते ही कराग्रे वसते लक्ष्मी, करमूले सरस्वती, कर मध्य तो गोविंद, प्रभाते कर दर्शनम. अभी कराग्रे मोबाइल फोन, करमूले मोबाइल फोन, कर मध्य मोबाइल फोन, और मोबाइल बिना जीवनम नास्ति. देखो सुबह सुबह फर्स्ट यानिंग के साथ ही बड़ा रोग है, बता रहा हूं आपको. पहले भगवान का नाम, सब कुछ छोड़ दे, वो बुढ़े हो यंग, आई एम नॉट ए यूनिवर्सल डिजीज, इट इज. मैं आपको एक एक्सरसाइज देता हूं, करेंगे तो कर लो. दो चीज है. डो नॉट यूज मोबाइल फोन फॉर अलार्म. फर्स्ट रूल. व्हाई? लॉट ऑफ टेक्निक्स आर देयर, प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर. Because you keep mobile phone for alarm, right? So you will be tempted to open and watch. So use that old clocks available, no? Round. दूर रख के आराम से. Number one. Number two, switch off mobile while go to bed and keep the mobile at a different place. In kitchen, switch off and kitchen में रख के सो जाना. Then what will happen? You will be protected yourself, protecting yourself from yourself. Morning you cannot watch mobile phone. कहाँ पर है, ये क्या है, वो क्या है, देखने के लिए है ही नहीं मोबाइल पास साथ में. अलार्म बज गए दूसरा, उसको फिर get up and then do your work and then become a lazy actually. You just keep next to your phone only, head only. And रात को sleep also is not continuous. My mobile phone always will switch it off or in airplane mode the moment I hit the bed. You get up, okay, get up. Some work you can do, yes, you work. Constructive work you can do early morning. So knowledge creates what? Dynamism. More you know, more you start playing. You know anything to play? Playing cards, if you know, then hours together you can sit and play with a team. If you don't know, you can keep quiet. You become unnecessarily dynamic. Knowledge creates dynamism. Knowledge will not make you keep quiet. If you know more varieties of dishes, you can't keep quiet. You keep on experimenting on others. You can't keep quiet. Guarantee. So therefore, this tree is flourishing only because of knowledge. And more knowledge means more dynamism. So what does knowledge do? Knowledge facilitates the growth of the tree. Is it not? Right? Leaves facilitate the growth of the tree. Similarly, knowledge facilitates the growth of life. We grow. And branches of the tree are spread above and below. Branches. They are bada vriksha. Inverted tree, imagine. Roots are above. Inverted tree, branches up and above, they are spread. Like flow of life in individual, sometimes life flow. Sometimes high you fly, sometimes you come down. This is the samsara gati. Sometimes high inspiration, sometimes total depression. Think. Nothing, mood swing, it's called mood swing. Like pendulum swinging, mood swing. कभी pendulum, goes other corner of the swinging. Suppose वहीं अटक गया समझो, अटक जाता है कि नहीं? कभी ऊपर जाके अटक गया, then मारो धक्का फिर नीचे आएगा. पुराना pendulum clocks. सभी हो अटक गए, हप, we also अटक जाता है mood swing में. So mood swings, always swinging our moods. Think. And therefore, life energies adhaschordhvam prastutastasya shakaha. Adhascha urdhvascha prastutaha. Meaning they are spread. Tasya shakaha. And how they are growing then? Guna pravruddha. Very beautiful thing. So, our energies also flow sometimes towards greater visions, nobler vision. Sometimes dynamic actions also will be there. Sometimes flow downwards and towards baser instinct. Sometimes we are noble, sometimes we are ignoble. Sometimes inspired, sometimes depressed. Yes or no? This is life on the constantly changing. Therefore, and how this is happening? This pattern of going up and swinging, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, is only because of gunas or psychological tendencies. We are not actually balanced. Restless we are. So Bhagavan says, this is the life of tree, and this tree of life is complicated, and we are tied down by many secondary roots and branches. So many things bind us. So many things, so many complications. We have made up, life itself is complication. We have added masala to it, and we made it more complicated. वो अपनी कला है. We can't. Some people, I tell you one thing, complicated minds are there. They make a simple issue, make it a complicated one. I have seen so many people. Every day I come across simple thing, they complicate. Why don't we be simple? We don't know how to be simple. This life is complicated. This samsara vriksha. And we are caught up by that. Now Bhagavan says, don't get caught up in the tree. Bhagavan says, remain free and perform in life. Don't get caught up in this mess. Psychological conditions, thoughts and ideas and notions and desires and anger and complicated analysis. You complicate yourself and call it as a critical analysis. I am not joking. You complicate a simple thing and you call it a critical analysis. You are in critical condition now actually. Life is simple if you know how to live. Very simple. Simple life. बड़ा सरल है जीवन. जीवन जीना बड़ा आसान है. If you know how to live life simple. If you complicate yourself, then nobody can help you. So Bhagavan says, in this samsara tree we are clinging, already covered by so many branches and secondary branches, and so many things we are, big tragedies we are surrounded with. Bhagavan says, perform, remain free and perform. What does he say? If you want to remain free from the pressures and compulsions of the tree of life, Bhagavan says, practice detachment. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. By holding firmly the weapon of detachment. If you are detached, nobody can make you cry. I tell you one thing. Suppose I don't want chocolate. Suppose. And you come and show me one chocolate. Then you show me but you don't give me. Then I cry for it. Suppose I don't want chocolate. You show me. I say, ठीक है अपने पास रख लो. Who will be more miserable? You become more miserable. मैं रुलाना चाहता हूँ, रोता नहीं. ऐसे करना जीवन में भी. कोई आके हमारे पास आके रुलाना चाहता है, आप मत रो मत. I tell you, आपको हर बार ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, बट मस्ती के लिए कह रहा हूँ. हुआ था एक बार. One brahmachari's mother died long back. So I went there. It's not nothing great about it, but then log they show false sympathy, false crying, and all those things. So that we were there is there, the body is still there. So I was busy sitting quietly in some place. Somebody thought that Babaji खाली बैठा है, डिस्टर्ब करेंगे करके मेरे पास आके ऐसा करने लगा. मैंने से देखा, हमको क्यों रो रहा है, ये तो डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप है ही नहीं ज़्यादा. देखा ऐसा, देखो क्यों रो रहा है. अबे तो ना बेटा है, ना पति है, ना नथिंग रिलेटेड टू है, डिस्टेंट रिलेटिव. तो वाई आर यू क्राइंग? आई सेड, मैंने बोला आप रोना चाहते हैं क्या? यू वांट टू क्राई? He thought that I will also cry with him. I stand up and hug him. I said, I will not do that. I said, भैया सुनो, हाँ आपने did you bring her into this life, old Amma? No. Then what right you have? जिसने भेजा उन्होंने वापस ले लिया उनको. तुम्हारा क्या प्रॉब्लम है इसमें? He said wrong counter and went to somebody to cry. But crying मैं छोड़ा. I was observing. और किसी के पास चला गया, फिर रोना. वो बंदा मिल गया किसी को अगर तो फिर इट्स अ जोक, I tell you. गट्स होना चाहिए. क्या आने जाए क्या फर्क पड़ेगा. फिर डिटैच means what? We'll see now. Detachment is required. फिर अटैच टू सब्जी, रोटी के बिना कैसे खाएं? चावल खाओ. चावल नहीं खा सकता हूँ तो अभी 10 दिन यात्रा में गया ना, चावल हो चावल एवरीडे. ब्रेकफास्ट चावल, लंच चावल, डिनर चावल, चावल 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 चावल. चुपचाप खाओ. नहीं खाना है तो मत खाओ, खाना पड़ेगा. अब दक्षिण वाले को नॉर्थ में आएंगे तो रोटी 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 रोटी. क्या करेगा? डिटैच, यू कैन एंजॉय एवरी फूड. Beautiful life, Bhagavan says, asanga shastrena na rupamasyeh tatopalabhyate nanto na chadir na chasam pratishtha ashwattamenam suvirudha moolam asanga shastrena dhrudena chitva. Bhagavan says, this form vriksha, you cannot see this entire creation like a tree, inverted tree. It's not visible to you like that. It's an analogy. It's not visible. You cannot dekh sakte hain. And nor its end, you don't know where it is ending. Its foundation, you don't know. Everything is confused. अब बोलते, for example, somebody says, भगवान कहाँ है? ऊपर दिखाएगा. अच्छा, suppose अमेरिका में उसी समय किसी ने पूछा भगवान कहाँ है? ऊपर देखेगा. मतलब वो ऊपर देखेगा मैंने नीचे देखता है. आप ऊपर देख रहे, इधर देख रहे हैं, है कि नहीं? और ऊपर कहाँ है? ऊपर का मतलब क्या है फिर? There is no meaning in this. The foundation is not found. Substratum roots are not found. Its end is not seen. The rest is a huge tree it is. People tree. Complicated version of life. Life is complicated. Families are complicated. A country is complicated. World is complicated. We are actually complicating ourselves further and further. Bhagavan says, in this vriksha, which you cannot see its end also, nor the foundation also, and where it is resting, you don't know, you cannot see the entire picture, so big it is, and this you have to cut it. By what? Weapon of detachment. If you are detached, you are not worried about this. You can live life dynamically, but not affected by anything. So beautiful it is. So Bhagavan Krishna says, that goal should be asanga shastrena dhrudena chitva. Now, I give an example here. Detachment is like a person in the enquiry counter. You are sitting in enquiry counter. You are a one who is answering the inquiry, people who come to inquire. Different people come and inquire, is it not? एक के बाद एक आता रहेगा. Suppose you're attached to the person who is asking. Oh, her face is beautiful. Then you get up and go with her only. Or his face is so beautiful. Sir, excuse me, sir, I will come out and meet you. Only chehre. One face will come, go. Sometime ugly face, sometime asthmatic face. Jaldi bolo. What can you do? Sometimes ugly face. Sometimes they cough and on you only. Think. Sometimes beautiful face. Sometimes straight question. Sometimes त्याड़ा मोड़ा को. Sometimes वो पूछ तो रहे हैं, सुनने नहीं आता उनको, सुनाई देता कुछ भी. वो आप बोलते रहे कुछ, हाँ जी. फ्लैट नंबर 25. हाँ जी 25 है ही नहीं इधर. You have to meet different people there, is it not? Is it not? But he answers everybody. Who is happy? One who is happy doing his duty. ठीक है, ये ऐसा अगली फेस ही है, क्या करूँ मैं? जवाब दे दो, भेज दो. If you analyze more, he will be there only. If you look at him, how ugly you are, he will not go. इनको जल्दी भेजना है ना, आप जवाब देकर भेज दो. Similarly, life में he deals with each inquirer but never gets attached to anyone. Is it not? Bus conductor, he issues tickets but is not attached to any passenger. Think. It's beautiful. Similarly, in our life, Bhagavan says, detachment is a weapon that harms nobody but protects us from any harm. If you detach, nobody is harmed by your detachment. Detachment is not indifferent. Don't be indifferent. Indifferent is different. Detachment is not being indifferent. You are responding, you are acting, you have concern, love, everything is there, but not attached. You know, this will also go away. So, therefore, be detached and the tree of life never harms you. So beautiful, is it not? Yes or no? So Bhagavan says, first sloka, entire life is like inverted tree. It's a complicated tree. Branches are coming down, roots are above. Nobody can see the tree form like this in this world. And it binds people, everybody. If you want to remain free and happy, be happy. Hold the weapon of detachment. And be detached, you will really grow. If you are attached, you will never grow. It's beautiful Siddhanta, teaching. And okay, I detach. What will I do then? Na gar ka na ghat ka ho jayega. I left the tree. What will I do now? Bhagavan says, having detached, seek him. Beautiful thing. Seek him. Where? The Lord. Tataha tat padam parimargitavyam. Tatah padam tat parimargitavyam. What is that now? Seek him. Now, what do you like at seeking him? Bhaiya, it is like a total package. If you go for a tour package, do you ask for total package or not? Yes or no? But here package is a very interesting package. Total package is total package. If you go to Lord, it's a total package. What are the package? Just read it. Loudly. Food, पिकनिक भी देके जाएगा, और अनलिमिटेड शॉपिंग, फ्री, देन सिक्योरिटी, इंश्योरेंस at all levels, plus tour guide and an expert ready for counseling anything. Suppose you got such a package for life, you will be happy or not? Such a package is given by Lord. And transport not only on earth, you can wander in any loka and come back. भगवान कहाँ लेके जा रहे हो? तुम बताओ कहाँ जाना है? On Mars, let us go. I'm not joking. There are Mahatmas who evening walk for on moon and all that. You know that? They have written there very clearly. And Trilinga Swami was there. He used to evening walk on Ganga, river Ganga. तब तक वहां तक सब लोग चलते थे उनके साथ. वो तो he keeps walking on water only. वहां पे लोग सब खड़े होकर देखते थे. And he will have enjoyed solitude. Trilinga Swami. He lived for 280 years. Ramakrishna Paramahansa also went and had darshan. 280 years he lived. Great Siddha Purusha. Looking at the Himalayan mountains, he used to go into Samadhi for 6 months. Baithe. Such Mahatmas are there. They can go for evening walk anywhere. So not transport here and there. They are totally free. Bhagwan is there. Everything he will take care of you. बताओ ये अच्छा वेंडर है कि नहीं? टोटल पैकेज ऑफरिंग देने वाला. भगवान says you get everything, because Lord says if you seek Him, everything is taken care of, both here and hereafter, till such time seeking itself ends. There is nothing to seek. I am full. Think. कितना खाओगे खाना? पेट भरने के बाद भी खा सकते हैं कि नहीं? खा सकते हैं. पेट भर दिया, फिर विंड पाइप भर दिया, है ना? भर सकते हैं कि नहीं बताओ? भर सकते हैं. पूरा यहाँ के भर के मुंह में भर दिया. तो पेट भरने के बाद उठना है जरूरी नियम नहीं है ना. पेट भर दिया, पेट तो भर गया, फिर क्या और भरा रहा है? भरा पूरा विंड पाइप, फिर मुंह में, तब तक फिर यू कैन इजीली ईट. Till such time seeking ends. तृप्ति. यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः. There is no coming back again. ऐसा खाया, ऐसा पिया, ऐसा सब कुछ देख लिया कि बाद में I don't want anything. That is a state, Bhagavan says. So detach and seek Him. Attach to Lord. Detach and attach to Lord, Bhagavan Krishna says in 15th chapter. Now, but how to do this? How to get detached? You say detach. थोड़ा formula तो दे दो. तो Bhagavan Krishna gives 5-point formula in this chapter. Understood now what is this? Life is compared to a tree. Inverted tree. Branches are down. Leaves are knowledge, Vedas. Knowledge means dynamism. More leaves are there on a tree. The tree is living. Is it not? Not dry. It's always living. Fresh leaves are coming up. Buds are coming. So, and these branches turned up and complicated. What is a tree? Ashwatha meaning that which never remains same even next moment. Constantly changing. Very good. So our tree of life, we are in that only in the tree. So constantly changing. Okay. Now what should we do now? In this change, we are actually crushed by this change. Change is always disturbing me. I don't want to become old. I'm becoming old. I don't want my beard to become white, but it is becoming white. How long you can stop? I don't want wrinkles to form on my body. Wrinkles start coming. Think. Can you stop? Change? No. I don't want to become old, but I become old. I don't want to be called as Dadaji, but somebody will call one day Dadaji or uncle. Uncle क्या है? Uncle? Uncle Tom. बुलाते हैं लोग, बुलाएंगे आंटी. आंटी छी बोला ऐसा ठीक है ना. आंटी क्या है? दीदी बोलो. अब दीदी कहाँ रही? बुढ़ी. We don't want to change, but we are changing. Is it not? We don't want to spend, but spend करना पड़ता है, खर्च करना पड़ रहा है ना. I don't want to change. So Bhagavan says detachment. But how to detach? कोई formula दो. So here in beautiful formula Lord Krishna gives, that we will analyze today. Okay? How to detach so that we can attach to the higher. निर्माण मोहाजित संग दोषा अध्यात्म नित्या विनिवृत्त कामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुख दुःख संज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तद् निर्माणमोहाजित संगदोषा अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामा द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तत्. Now, निर्माण मोह, first one. Second one, jita sanga dosha, second formula. Third one, adhyatma nitya. Fourth one, vinivritta kamaha. Fifth one, dvandvaihi vimuktaha sukha dukkha sanyaihi. Such a person, gachanti, amudhaha, you become undeluded. If you apply 5 formula, practice 5-point formula, you don't get deluded. You become undeluded. Don't get delusion. Delusions, Brahma. Padam avyayam tat. That state of avyaya pada, Shashvata padam is there, he will reach that state. Wonderful thing. अब क्या है ये? देखिए 5-point formula. Number 1. So this is a free from pride and delusion, victorious over the evil of attachment, dwelling constantly in the self, their desires having completely retired, freed from the pairs of opposites, such as pleasure and pain, the undeluded reach that goal eternal. This is Gurudev's commentary. Now let us analyze one by one. That you can copy it from Gurudev's commentary, okay? Don't have to worry. Let us write down on this one. Formula number 1. What is the formula number 1? Nirmana moha. Free from pride and delusion. Very good. Now see what Gurudev mentions about so beautifully. Meaning, if you have pride and delusion, you will be in problem. What is pride? Gurudev says, these two, pride and delusion, indicate false, exaggerated estimate of himself and others. False estimate. मैं बड़ा बहुत सुंदर हूँ. Actually देखने में बंदर है. सुंदर कहाँ है? बंदर है. और अपने आप को समझता है कि बड़ा खूबसूरत हूँ. आपने एक जोक बोला कि नहीं आपको? एक बार क्या हुआ, एक आदमी ने एक खूबसूरत लड़की को देखा एक रेस्टोरेंट में. बेचारी वो अकेली बैठी थी वहाँ पे, चाय पीने आ गई होगी पता नहीं. तो वो तो बोला कि बहुत ही वॉज चार्म्ड बाय हर ब्यूटी. जाके बैठ गया हम सामने. हेलो हेलो, वो भी बोला हेलो, वो भी बोल दिया. तो उन्होंने कहा कि यू आर सो ब्यूटीफुल, आई लव यू. वो तो फिर चाय पी रही थी, हाथ से वो बस नीचे गिर गया थोड़ा चाय और कप ऊपर. What do you mean? She said, no, you're so beautiful, I love you. She said, मुझ में क्या है ऐसा कह रहे हो तो मुझे प्यार बहुत कर रही हो, क्या है मुझे? तो ये स्टैंडर्ड डायलॉग जो है ना, तो उसने कहा, फिर बेचारा ही वॉज नॉट प्रिपेयर्ड ना, ऐसा क्वेश्चन प्लेन बोल्ड नहीं होना चाहिए. बोला कि बाप रे कैसा प्रश्न पूछी, अब तुरंत बोलना चाहिए. तो कवि नहीं है, कवि होगा तो फिर कविता आ जाती है ना. बेचारा देखा कि मन में आ गया, तेरा खूबसूरत बाल. उसने देखा, हाथ लगा के विग निकाल के फेंक दी वहां. तो हो गया. फिर और कुछ, अब क्या है मुझ में? तो फिर प्यार का, इज्जत का सवाल, बाल तो बढ़ जाएगा. आजकल हेयर ट्रांसप्लांट भी चल रहा है बहुत सारा, वो तो कोई बात नहीं, ब्यूटी तो आई ही. तो सोचा कि तू हंसती है ना, बहुत खूबसूरत तेरे दांत, और डेंचर निकाल के फेंक. जब उसको पैसा की तो बुढ़ी है ये, तो तुरंत उठ के चला गया, भाग गया। अपने आप को सुंदर मानना, सबको देखकर सुंदर सोचना। पहले सुंदर देख, बाहर से सुंदरता देखकर आई लव यू बोल देंगे, शादी भी हो जाएगी, फिर नेक्स्ट डे ऑनवर्ड्स म्यूजिक बिगिंस। म्यूजिक ऑफ लाइफ। बाद में प्रॉब्लम। ये सुंदरता बाहर जो दिखती है ना, वो सच नहीं है। सो यू फॉल्स एग्जैजरेशन, यू डोंट एग्जैजरेट, मैं तो बड़ा हूं, बलवान हूं, ये हूं, वो हूं। किसी ने एक गांव में चला गया और उन्हें बाढ़ की बड़ी कहानी महात्मा लोग बताते हैं ये कहानी। उन्होंने बोला कि देखो मैं इतना बलवान हूं करके उन्हें फेंकने लगा, जैसे बोल दिया कि देखो वो पहाड़ भी मैं अपने हाथों में हनुमान जी जैसा पहाड़ को मैं उठा के एक ही हाथ में मैं रख सकता हूँ, मेरे हाथ में फटा पहाड़ को। बोले कि गांव वाले सोचा कि तो किसी ने बोला कि ठीक है उठा के दिखाओ। बाप रे, उसने बोला ठीक है ऐसा नहीं उठाऊंगा, मुझे अच्छा खिलाओ खाना, तब मेरे को ताकत आती है, फिर बाद में मैं करूंगा। कितने दिन खाओगे? 1 महीना। तो ये 1 महीने गांव वाले मिलकर दूध, हॉर्लिक्स, बार्ली, सब रागी माल्ट और खाना, पनीर, ये न जाने क्या क्या खिलाया। वो तो मस्त खाया, बहुत मोटा हो गया। बोला कि मुहूर्त लगाओ, कब उठाओगे पहाड़? देखने के सब लोग बुलाएंगे, आज वो जितने भी गांव है ना, सब गांव वालों को बुला लेंगे और आप उठा के दिखाओ। तो फिर बोला ठीक है, एक कैलेंडर लेके आओ, तो मुहूर्त निकालूंगा। तो अच्छा, एक शुभ दिन पौर्णमी के दिन सब देख सकते हैं, रात को 6 बजे या 7 बजे ऐसा कुछ समय दे दिया। इतने हजारों लोग इकट्ठा हो गए देखने के लिए पहाड़ उठाएगा करके। ये तो अभी कसरत कर रहा था, तो तेल से लगा के पूरा। बोले कि उठाओ, टाइम हो गया। बोले कि हाँ जी। मैंने क्या कहा? हाँ, कोई जब मेरे हाथ में उठा के रख देते हैं तब मैं उठा सकता हूं। मैंने ये नहीं कहा मेरे अपने हाथों से उठाऊंगा, तो उठाओ मेरे हाथ में लगा दो। आप गांव वाले पूरा मिलके उसको पिटाई इतना किया। बोला कि कोई दिक्कत नहीं, एक मुफ्त में खाना तो मिल गया 1 महीने का, बस 1 घंटा सफर हो जाओ अंग्रेजी का। 1 घंटा मार खाया, बेचारा भगा दिया, भाग गया। बोला कि ठीक है, फायदा हमारा हुआ कि नहीं? 1 महीने मुफ्त में खाना, फिर दूसरा गांव जाएंगे बेवकूफ बनाने के लिए। ये है ना, ये है फॉल्स एस्टिमेशन। इसलिए एग्जाम में फेल होते हैं कभी कई लोग, है ना, फॉल्स एस्टिमेशन, एग्जैजरेटेड एस्टिमेशन ऑफ वन सेल्फ। पढ़ लिया सब कुछ, तेरा प्रिपरेशन हो गया बिल्कुल। अब मेरे को हिम्मत नहीं, बता रहा हूं मैं आपको। अब ये स्लाइड ना, आई डिड नॉट प्रिपेयर एनीथिंग, तो फिर किसने प्रिपेयर किया? मैं ही प्रिपेयर किया। व्हाट डू यू मीन? देखिए 12 तारीख को मैंने आउट ऑफ स्टेशन नो, फ्लाइट में 2 घंटा बैठ के कागज पेन बैठ लेकर के, गुरुदेव कमेंट किताब लेकर के 2 घंटे में क्या बताऊं, इसके पूरा स्लाइड्स ऑन व्हाइट पेपर बनाया मैंने। आई नो आई विल नॉट हैव टाइम। 16 तारीख को रात को आऊंगा, 17 तारीख को 2-3 मीटिंग है, 18 को सुबह फिर आप लोग आके बैठ जाएंगे, बोलो। आई नो आई डोंट हैव टाइम। तो फिर मैंने क्या किया, बिफोर आई रीच माई अदर डेस्टिनेशन विद 2 hours 10 minutes जर्नी, 99% slide contents are made on paper. I don't want to carry laptop also. लैपटॉप में ना वो रखने की भी जगह नहीं होती फ्लाइट में। अब ऐसा करना टाइपिंग तो बगल वाला बीच वाला बहुत मुश्किल, तो ये सब मुश्किल है। मेरा लैपटॉप बड़ा लैपटॉप है, तो ओल्ड एंशिएंट मेथड लिख लिया। फिर वहां जाने के बाद वहां किसी घर में रुका, तो वहां पे ये डेस्कटॉप है, तो डेस्कटॉप में वो पुराने डेस्कटॉप है, तो सिंपल प्लेन स्लाइड्स बनाया, व्हाइट पेपर, व्हाइट बैकग्राउंड, सिंपल टाइपिंग बना दिया। बनाने के बाद फिर वापसी में फ्लाइट में, तो आई न्यू व्हाट आई मेड बेस्ड ऑन द बुक ओनली, एंड देन दैट आल्सो सिंक्रोनाइज। देन फ्लाइट में देखा कि और क्या उसको how to conclude, how to plan, how to think. By the time I reached Noida, everything 99.99% work is done. और परसों रात को बैठ गए आने के बाद, कल सुबह भी कर दिया काम, सो कल इवनिंग तक आई एम रेडी. फिर आज सुबह 3 बजे उठ गया, 3-3:15 बजे उठते ही ईमेल आया बालाजी से, टिंग करके आवाज, देखा तो बालाजी, समझ गए सोया नहीं. तो मैं रिप्लाई किया उसको, वो भी रिप्लाई किया. तो मैंने बोला कि कब भेज रहे हो SMS टिकट के बारे में, मूवी के बारे में. बोले शुड आई सेंड नाउ, बोले भेज दो और 5 o'clock भेजो. बोला नो आई हैव टू स्लीप, नो आई एम गोइंग टू स्लीप, आई विल सेंड नाउ एट 3:50. ऐसे भेज दो 3:50, कोई बात नहीं, सब जगाएंगे ठंड में मुझको. 3:54 भेज दो, बोला कोई दिक्कत नहीं, अभी भेज दो भेज दो. तो वो भी वो, देन आई सेड गुड नाइट टू यू, देन SMS में गुड मॉर्निंग टू यू. ये सब खेल सुबह 4 बजे, फिर 4 से 5 बजे तक बैठ गया to give another background for the slides. I am free. If I overestimate myself that I can do, एक दिन में हो जाएगा, आधा घंटे में कर देता हूँ, I will put myself in tremendous pressure. So in flight also we have to work. आप लोग सोचेंगे बहुत अच्छा है स्वामी जी, बार बार बाहर जाते हैं, अंदर आते हैं. अंदर बैठ के मैं जो करता हूँ आप जानते नहीं कोई क्या करता हूँ. So don't exaggerate yourself. Pride and delusion. And what is pride? Gurudev says, erroneous estimate of one's own importance is pride. Delusion is error in judgment regarding things and beings, happenings and situations on the world outside is called delusion. This is all Gurudev's commentary mein. So beautiful Gurudev gave. Erroneous estimate of one's own importance. I feel I'm important. Don't you know I came, so what? हर आदमी, हर व्यक्ति अपने आप को बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट समझता है, कहीं नहीं तो कम से कम घर पे, और घर पे भी कोई इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं देता है उनको. आप परिवार के लिए मैं इतना मेहनत कर रहा हूं, करो. तो शादी क्यों किया? अच्छा करो. So no mercy. Think. So nobody is thinking, feeling that I am important. That's a big problem. Then pride is there. And the one who is not having any feeling, वो तो pride की बात ही नहीं है, तो आराम है ना. He is friendly with everybody. If you have pride, you can't make friendship with everyone. And delusion, judgmental error. You don't know what is happening, what is the true nature of things and beings. You false judgment, error in judgment, then you make your life a mess. So these two, first one, pride and delusion. Result is, if these two we have, we live in a false world of our own imagination without actually facing the immediate problems around. Gurudev says this. We live in our own false world. हम लोग सोचते हैं कि ड्रीम में भी we dream question paper, and nothing what you dreamt in the dream has come out in the question paper. You dream questions, you dream your answers also. Don't be in that dunya. So don't live in a false world. If you have pride and delusion with respect to outer world, wrong judgment, and self-judgment about yourself, wrong estimation, have self-importance, pride, दोनों एक judgment में, two types of judgment, one is outside, one is inside. These two will make you live in a false world. ठीक है? Don't take anything for granted. Therefore, Lord Krishna says, drop these two terrible destructive agents. What are they? Pride and delusion. Garva. So, this is the first one. Formula number 1. Nirmana Moha. Second one, Jita Sanga Dosha. Formula number 2. What is that? Jita Sanga Dosha, evil of attachment is conquered. Jita means conquered. Won the battle. Battle against what? Attachment. Second one. Evil of attachment is conquered. Meaning what? What is attachment? Attachment binds you to the body, to the things and beings and experiences. It binds you. If you are bound, then you are free, not free. Bound to position, attached to power, attached to position, attached to house, attached to bike, attached to your own pen, attached to your own juta, attached to your own bolo na? Phone. Attached to your own phone or TV. So many things. Attached to your own clothes, attached to your people around. Where is the freedom? Do you know one thing? A bird, a caged bird. You know, the parrot, the card readers will there, no? The card leke jate hain. And the parrot, what do you call parrot? Reader? Whatever it is. वो लेके आता है. वो खोलता है ना, he can fly, no? Parrot can fly. You are so conditioned that he goes back again to the cage. Think. अरे भैया वो खुला दिया, इसके पास कुछ है ही नहीं हाथ में, वो कार्ड फेंकता है. अरे ऐसा देखना है, कार्ड फेंकता है, तू देखो, करके डर जा सकते हैं ना? क्या कर सकता है वो? You are free to go. Yet the parrot goes inside and sits there. This is my place. इससे ज्यादा बेवकूफ पता क्या है? We are free, spirits, eternal. Actually we are free. No, but Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Bhaiya, after you realize, you will laugh at your own ignorance. There was no bondage. Nothing. You are actually free. Like the parrot. But parrot is commanded. Card nikalo. What a foolishness it is. मौका तो मिला ना. Freedom is given to us. We don't know. That is called attachment. Think. Second one, attachment imprisons you. Attention is always drawn towards one's body, making one a victim to the rhythm of change and destruction. Always you are drawn towards body only. Because that bird is always drawn towards its cage. Even you are given chance to fly, again you come back to it. Even though I am given a chance to live in life improvement, I don't improve. Again and again come back to body. I think the body is me. Body is permanent. I want to live in the body only. Body is very important to me. Even 100-year-old man also not prepared to die. But you lived your life, can you die now? No. How long? What is there for you to achieve in this life? You become old now. Why don't you die? No, I can't die. I met a Mahatma just a few days back. That Mahatma was giving an example. This old Mahatma. He said, there was another, he was referring, a great Mahatma, example of story, whatever it is. So he was taken to hospital for complete body checkup. The doctors told him, he was sitting on the hospital bed. Doctors told him, Mahatma ji, your heart is like young man's heart. Perfect. Intestines so beautiful. Kidneys excellent job. Tummy no problem. Lungs crystal clear. Brain superb. All the organs of your body is so wonderful. Yet except little weakness in the outer frame. Otherwise, you are inside, there is nothing. That Mahatma said, oh, there is nothing. I am happy to inform you, आई एम डाइंग विथ गुड हेल्थ करके आंख बंद करके बाय बाय करके छोड़ दिए. आई एम हैप्पी टू लीव दिस बॉडी इन ए हेल्दी कंडीशन, थैंक यू करके सबको देखा, बाय बाय करके चले गए. Though that Mahatma was telling, contents are good, the container is bad. Inside contents are all good, perfect. The container has become little weak. We have to change as though it is changed. No problem with the contents. So he said, thank you very much. Now I am dying healthy. Bye bye करके छोड़ दिया. So attachment to us, and always we are attached to body only and become victim of change. Victim of change. You know, देखो ये एक one hair become grey, how much tension, confusion, and you will search websites, hair plantation, hair dyeing. You are also dying, no? Why hair dyeing? Wrinkle free face, अब क्या फर्क पड़ता है? How long you want to look beautiful? Wrinkle free. How much you attach to body, is it not? Life's noble purpose is lost in the swallowing waves of materialistic thinking. You become old, but don't give too much importance. Keep the body healthy. Keep the body healthy. By diet, by exercise. But don't expect that, you live a long. We attach it to body. Gurudev says, the noble purpose of life is lost in swallowing waves of materialistic thinking. Second one. What is the first one? Drop pride and delusion. Second one, don't grow attachment. Attachment is horrible. It will imprison you. Be free. ठीक है. सब कल घरों में जाते हैं ना, वो लोग पूछते हैं, स्वामी जी आप पत्ते में खाएंगे या प्लेट में खाएंगे? तो मैं बोलता प्लेट में. तो गोल गोल प्लेट चलेगा या ना तो स्क्वायर टाइप चलेगा या ना तो रेक्टेंगल टाइप चलेगा, या पत्ते जैसे प्लेट मिल गई आजकल, वो हमने लाया, वो उसमें खाएंगे. नो, आई गेट फेड अप. मैं पूछता हूँ पास में कोई होटल है क्या? कि होटल वाला ये सब नहीं पूछता है. होटल वाला पूछता है आप क्या खाता है, घर वाले पूछते हैं कौन सा प्लेट चाहिए. वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. चलो, third one. Therefore, do not attach it to anything. Third one is formula number 3. Rooted in self-awareness. Third one, Adhyatma Nitya. Constantly, you don't forget yourself. I am so and so. I am pure consciousness. I am a human being. You don't forget yourself. If you forget yourself, you are lost in the world. Without forgetting yourself, you deal with the world outside. जैसा कि a doctor in the mental hospital, you will never forget that I am healthy. I am not mental. If you forget that I am not mental, you will become mental patient only along with others. उनका population ज़्यादा है ना mental hospital में. So they all together will convince the doctor that you are mental. And make it convinced. Think. Suppose, sometimes it happens that you slept somewhere and suddenly you got up and you don't know where is bathroom, where I am staying, which is the door, outdoor, क्या है, कौन सा रूम, देखते रहते कहाँ है, कहाँ, अब सुबह है शाम को. You forgot yourself. तो याद आने के बाद अच्छा होता है कि नहीं. But self-awareness should not be lost. Goal, purpose should not be lost, forgotten. So Adhyatma Nitya, rooted. We can either, two things bete. Either you are centered in yourself or centered outside in the outer world? है कि नहीं? अगर अपने आप में है या तो दुनिया में फंस गया, दुनिया की दो अनेक प्रकार की चीजें हैं उनमें फंस गया, लोग हैं उनमें फंस गया, या तो अपने आप में बैठ गया. दो ही मार्ग है. So where are you centered? Bhagavan says, since outer world keeps on changing. अब देखियो, if you say I am centered outside, the outside world is constantly changing, है ना? So if we are centered in the outer world, the world is subjected to change. Therefore, you are also throwing up and down yourself, up and down constantly. Throwing yourself up and down. होता है कि नहीं? If you are standing on a moving pedestal or moving platform, dancing platform, you also dancing. If you are standing on a stable rock, you are protected. अब केदारनाथ में, if you they are those who stood on firm rock and mountain, बच गए कुछ लोग. Those who stood on small rocks and not so strong, river swallowed them, or along with the rock. Think. So, where are you centered? If I am centered outside world, कोई चीज में या फंस गया, but that चीज itself is changing. Thinking that you will be beautiful all through my life, I married you. How can the beauty remain eternally? You become old and she also becomes old. Beauty is not constant. So, you are centered in outer world. Outer world is dancing, constantly changing, and you are standing on there. So, what will be your condition? Bhagavan says, Adhyatma Nitya, constant self-awareness. Move in the world. Like for example, the cycle, you are riding cycle, but you are always centered in the experience called balance. Is it not? Think. Cycle, you can make a cut and sharp turning, you can do anything, you can do gymnasium. But the balance is not lost. Is it not? You are centered where? In balance. You can drive in your car, but you are centered always in steering, proper control. That control, you are deep rooted. Having deeply rooted in control, you can talk and eat and drink and joke and मौज मस्ती सब कुछ कर सकते हैं, but you are not dropping or coming out of that center called, what is that? Control of the vehicle. समझ आ गया बात? In the class also, you can move. You can sometimes stand up and sit down in the formal class of your academic education. You can get up and stand and sit down and whatever it is you can do. But the thought, the awareness or the deeply being centered in the very purpose of coming to school or college, that is listening, that listening should not be dropped. Centered there, you can enjoy the class. Centered in health, concept of health, you can eat anything. If you forget that you are a rogi, maharogi, diabetes hai, BP hai, ye kuch, sab kuch hai, then you forget that, you eat everything and you suffer. You are centered there in the thought of health. The best food may be tempting. If it is not suitable to you, you will outrightly reject it without any pain in the heart. Why? Centered there in health, concept of health. Where are you centered? If you centered outside world keep changing, you are also changing and suffering. Since our self is constant, it is changeless, it is pure, divine and blissful. If we are centered in our own self, we remain always peaceful. So, from that thunderous silence erupts creative activity. That silence is Brahman, pure consciousness. From that, yata pravritti prasuta purani. from which stream forth the ancient activity or energy. From that silence, many things are born. A great master told me that silence of space is dynamic. Silence of grave is static. Grave also is silent. मुर्दा वो मर गया अंदर सो रहा है साइलेंट but there is no activity from there, no dynamism from there. Space is silent. From the silent space creativity is coming out. That silence of space is dynamic. Beautiful. So Bhagavan says yatha pravritti prasuta purani. That state, seek him. That's the formula number 3. What is the first one? Pride and delusion, drop it. Second one, evil of attachment, conquered. Third one, constant self-awareness. Don't forget yourself. Fourth one, vinivritta kamaha. Desires are completely annihilated. No desires. Happy. No desire, you are always happy. A feeling of incompleteness and a want of something to fulfill ourselves is called a desire. What is a desire? You are feeling empty inside. I plus something is equal to full. That feeling, I plus something makes me full, makes me happy, makes me contented, makes me joyful. I plus something else. I alone, क्या है जीवन में तू है ना boring. If you don't like your own company, others do you think they like your company? So first one is Gurudev says when desire is what? Something I want that remove. I am full stop. I plus no nothing is required. मैं अपने आप में मस्ती मौज में हूँ, मस्त में हूँ. You people, गाड़ी नहीं है यार, मोबाइल नहीं है यार, बिजली नहीं है यार, टीवी नहीं है यार, दोस्त भी नहीं है यार, मूवी भी नहीं चलता है आजकल. क्या है, घर पे कोई है ही नहीं है, खेलने के लिए भी कोई नहीं है, मैं अकेला पड़ गया हूँ. What a damn boring it is. You should all take temporary sannyas for 6 months and live alone. Just test. और कोई ना कोई आएंगे, मिलेंगे, चले जाएंगे. Ultimately will be alone only. आप लोग आदत हो गया ना, कोई ना कोई रहना, खिलाने वाला, पिलाने वाले, बात करने वाले, लात मारने वाला. आपको बहुत आदत हो गया. लोगों का भीड़ में रहना आपको आदत हो गया. ये भीड़ में रहने का काम है ना छोड़ देने का. अकेला रहो. It is born in the intellect, desire, fired into the mind, shot in the mind. Then mind makes become turbulent, triggering a chain of reactions of various thoughts such as anxiety, worry, restlessness. एक intellect में एक desire and it shoots the mind. Then mind becomes restless. See, beautiful. So Sri Krishna in the end, they end the desires in the intellect by recognizing them as the source of all sorrows. One desire is enough, will make you suffer. One desire. So much of struggle, pain, anxiety, restlessness, सब कुछ हो जाता है इसमें, एक desire में. Nowadays, at least internet. In those days, first day, first movie, first show, देखना है. Somebody has got a thought, He will not have sleep the previous day night. वो गेट के सामने खड़ा रहेगा पकड़ के हाथ पर. सो वीडियो लोग पागल लोग होते थे. एंड जैसे कि ताला खुलता था 2-3 घंटे पहले, तब फिर भागो एंड रन द विंडो एंड बोर्ड. What is struggle? What is struggle? Suppose if you don't have desire to watch movie, I will see movie whenever I want to see after a DVD or video cassette in those days. Let it come. क्या जल्दी है, क्या देखना है, या कुजली क्या है, फर्स्ट डे फर्स्ट शो. When nobody is in the hall, I'll go alone, 2 hands spread, legs on front seat, eating happily watch. कोई झंझट नहीं. No desire, happy. Are you feeling like or not? Feel peaceful inside. Thought ही नहीं होता है आपको. Peaceful है. So that's enough. Now formula number 5. Last one. Completely freed from the influence of pairs of opposites. What is that? द्वंद्वैर विमुक्ताः सुख दुख संज्ञैः. संज्ञा means influence you can experience. सुख दुख अनुभव, pairs of opposites. कभी सुख कभी दुख, कभी सुख और कभी गम. देखो, कभी रोटी कभी चावल, ऐसा. देखो, heat and cold, joy and sorrow, honor and dishonor are the pairs of opposites that crush us constantly. Yes or no? Constantly. But Bhagavan says, no. Whatever gives you joy today gives you pain tomorrow. Is it not? Huh? It gives you pain tomorrow. खराब हो गया तो पेन ही पेन है. These opposites are in creation itself. They can be transcended. Bhagavan Krishna says, do not get crushed by them. Let them parade before you. Don't try to catch them. Or don't try to push them. Catching, any good thing comes, sukha comes, catch. Dukkha, you wanted to push them away. Both the ways, you are not happy. What is formula number 5? कभी सुख कभी दुख. ठीक है, कभी गर्मी लगती तो ठीक है. Don't complain, but live life. Don't complain. Okay? What is the first one? Nirmana moha, jita sanga dosha, adhyatma nitya, vinivritta kamaha, dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sangnehi, gacchanti apunaravrittim. Bhagavan Krishna says, ultimately, I am the light that resides in the sun, illuminating the whole world, moon, and also in fire. I am that light. And Bhagavan says, I pervade the whole earth. It is me alone. Again, as moonlight, who nourishes the plants on earth. Again says, I alone who became Vaishvanara, fire, and abide in the stomachs of the beings, digesting fourfold food. Whatever you lick, masticate, swallow and suck, it is Narayana who is digesting. Narayana is the creator. Narayana resides in the sun and the moon and the star and the fire. Narayana came closer to us. He permeates the earth. Narayana still came closer to us. What? The body residing in the body stomachs only. And Narayana still comes closer to us. He says, I am residing in the hearts of all. Gurudev says, as a creator, he comes closer and closer. I am that in the one who is residing in sun, the moon, the fire, the star. Come closer. I permeate the earth. Still come closer. I am in the stomach digesting food. Still come closer. I am in the heart. So beautiful. And from me alone, knowledge and memory, and also memory, absence of knowledge, memory, all that things come from me only. If my blessings are there, you will remember everything. If I don't want you to remember, I will make you forget. all in my control. Next one, I am the one who is to be known in all the Vedas. खोज करना है, किसका खोज आप कर रहे हैं? किसकी? भगवान का ही है. और I am the author of Vedanta and I am the knower of Vedas. In fact, I transcend everything. I remain. I am Purushottama. See, I am that supreme. So if you seek me, you will not be crushed in this life. Tragedies of life don't disturb you. So for which God gave, what is the weapon of detachment? Is it not? To cut the tree of life. And what are the formula? 5 formula he gave. If you practice this 5, you will not be attached to anything. You will be so happy. You will progress, you will enjoy life. Everything will be there. But you are free. Others may cry around you, but you are not disturbed. Okay? So Krishna concludes, only the undeluded knows me as a supreme. Asammudha janati purushottamam. See, last one. So, in the last sloka, he says, iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanaga etad buddhva buddhiman syat krutakrutyascha bharata. Secret science was given to you. Having known this, you will become wise and all your duties will be fulfilled. You will be happy. So peaceful you become. So, in steps and stages, whole creation is depicted as an inverted tree having its roots above and branches spread downwards. Its substratum is infinite consciousness, referred in this chapter as Purushottama. Tree of life is complicated and its branches spread downwards and upwards, covering the roots completely. This tree of life binds all beings. With the weapon of detachment, cut asunder this firm-rooted people tree of life. Seek him for total fulfillment and freedom from all sorts of bonded labor tied to the tree. So, see 5-point formula. He alone does all things get fulfilled by seeking him. This is the essence. So, begin your journey towards him. Did you begin or not? Some are there, actually seeking. Somebody is going towards a restaurant to eat food, somebody is already eating food. So seek him and happy seeking. Krishna Arpanamastu. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.